This video is going to go over how to set up a Gallagher controller, how to assign an IP on it. You can see we have the dip switches, serial port, VGA or Ethernet cable, and USB. As you can see, the Ethernet is directly connected to a laptop. The power is off on the controller right now, but we're going to switch up dip switches 1, 2, and 3, which will enable us web access to the controller via a web browser. As you can see, we have 1, 2, 3 up. We are now going to plug the power in. Once we plug that in, we're going to see a initializing flash code, which you can see the flash codes on the controller. As it's initializing, once it's done with that, it will go to a 2 flash state, as this controller has no configuration. So with no config, that means we're going to go to our laptop and plug in the web address of the Gallagher controller. As you can see on the post-it note, we have an IP address, subnet, gateway, and a server IP address, which is where the Gallagher server is located. We will now plug this into the controller. Alright, let's start by logging into the computer. Once logged in, we're going to go to the interface settings, go to the lower right, find the adapter, right click, open network and sharing center. This will bring up the interfaces. Since we're directly plugged in, we're going to open the Ethernet settings, right click, properties, and then we're going to change it to IPv4 and then change it to use the following IP address. The default IP of a Gallagher controller is 192.168.1.199, so we need to put our laptop on that same interface or network. So what we do here is 192.168.1.200 with a subnet of 255.255.255.0. Press OK, OK, and close. This will put the computer on the same subnet as the out-of-the-box controller. What we're going to do now is ping the controller with the IP address I just said, and we see that we can communicate with it. So as of right now, we're going to open a web browser, put that web address in with a /config and a period after that. This will bring up a dialog box. Username is config, password is cardaxft as displayed on the screen. Once there, we're going to click on LAN configuration, and this is basically going to allow us to program the IP address that was on the posted note before. So we're going to change it to the correct credentials, pay attention to the IP address and the server IP address, as the server IP address is what the controller is going to communicate to, so the Gallagher server itself. I want to make sure we have the correct gateway and subnet, press save. Once pressed, we're going to open up another ping command just to test and make sure that we're not able to communicate. That'll basically tell us that the IP controller did change. So as we can see, it's going to time out. Once this is done, we'll go back into our adapter settings and change to be on the new subnet, the 192.168.0 subnet. So same process as before, open network and sharing center, change adapter settings, go to the Ethernet properties, IPv4, and basically at this, since it's so close to the same subnet, we're changing that to a .0. Subnet is the same, /24, press OK, close out, open up another ping by typing up CMD to open a command prompt, ping, and then ping the address that we assigned it. 0.180 ping, so we can now communicate, and it has the correct configuration. With the Gallagher controller having the correct IP now, we will unplug the Ethernet cord from the controller that's directly connected to our laptop and plug it into the correct network where it will try to communicate with the server. We will know everything has went as planned and is correctly communicating when the Gallagher controller goes to a 1 flash state, meaning that it's normal.